We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.
Yes, indeed, there is a time and a season for everything under this earth. The mighty CDC, that is the Congress for Democratic Change in the United States of America, to be specific, the DMV chapter, which comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, are going to be having their convention comes October 25th, 2025. And all of you, I mean, all of you seditians are invited. It's going to be a wonderful time. Seditians from across these three states in the DMV are going to be gathering right here in Maryland for this wonderful convention. Oh, yes, there is a time and a season for everything. Oh, yes. Again, fellow Liberians home and abroad, the mighty Congress for Democratic Change, United States of America, a DMV chapter, that is Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, are going to be having their convention on the 25th of October, which is next month. Save the date. It's going to be wonderful. Seditians from all walks of life are going to gather in Maryland for this particular convention. There's a local convention. So get ready. Oh, the time for this particular convention is the 25th of October. Oh, yeah. Seditions will be also come October 25th, 2025. That's the DMV convention. The DMV comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and that of Virginia. Seditions are going to be also on the 25th of October. If you are a sedition living in Washington, D.C., if you are a sedition living in Maryland, if you are a Weahian living in Virginia, in New York, the state nearby, on the East Coast, get ready. Seditions are going to be also. Oh, yeah. The DMV convention. Oh, yes, the DMV convention. Seditions in the DMV area, which comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, are going to be outside on October 25th, 2025 for their local convention. Seditions from all over are going to grace the occasion. Seditions are going to be coming from Minnesota, sedition from Pennsylvania, seditions from all the way there, New York, North Dakota,
Every day
Going to be
question
also
mark.
on the 25th in Maryland.
Without the calculator, they bring the chess in. You keep on giving a checkmate. Checkmate, keep on giving a checkmate.
Oh
Every
yeah.
day you lose a coin, you keep on giving a checkmate. Keep on giving a checkmate. Checkmate, keep on giving a checkmate. Love you, real people love me. Love you, real people appreciate me. We will celebrate you, and jubilate you. We will appreciate you. No matter what they say, no matter what they do. Begube, see this shit, love you. Begube, everybody love you. Begube, marketeers love you. Begube, all the students love you.
That's
Begube,
how we do
we
it. Man.
outside, see
We
this shit
will be
outside. We outside to appreciate you. We outside to appreciate.
so, fellow Liberians home and abroad, on the 25th of October. That's going to be next month. Physicians from Virginia, Washington, D.C., and that of Maryland are going to be gathering right here in Maryland. Maryland is going to be the location, the venue for this year convention. So it is our local convention, and citizens all over, I mean, the United States are invited to this particular wonderful convention. It's going to be a wonderful time. So all of you are invited. I mean, all of you are invited. So get ready in order for you to put on your dancing shoes. Get ready in order for you to put on your intellectual cap. Get ready in order for you to, come out and have a wonderful time here in the DMV. And this announcement was sent in by the Honorable Manneh George, who is the chairman of the DMV chapter. And at that particular convention, there's also going to be elections of new group of officers that is going to lead the DMV chapter. So if you are a citizen and you live in Maryland, in Washington, D.C., or in Virginia, it is about time that you reach out. The numbers are there. You can call my number. That is 443-991-3356, and we'll get you connected. Or better still, you can, send us text message, whether be it on WhatsApp or, whatever. We'll definitely receive your message and pass it over to the requisite authority. So again, it's going to be a wonderful time here in Maryland, to be specific, because citizens from Washington, D.C., or Virginia, and that of the DMV, the Maryland itself, all of them are going to gather here in Maryland for this wonderful and big occasion. So other citizens, I mean, around the United States, in all of the states, are invited to grace the occasion. We're going to be having citizens and other leaders from other parts of the United States that are going to be coming. So don't miss it. You know, be part of the activities. Keep following the page, keep sharing it, and at the appropriate time, you're going to get all of the information. But again, that is the information. So if you are a citizen living in the DMV area, it's about time that you come out and come out very, very strong. Let's use this time, fellow Liberians home and abroad, to welcome each and every one of you. In a special way, I want to say welcome to Juje. Thank you so much. But before doing this, let me first of all try to share, because I got to share, right? I have to share. So let me do this right here. Let me share. So please, if you are with us, I want to appeal to you to please hit for us the share button. Please hit for us the share button while we get this ready, and then we will do what we are supposed to do. So again, just hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members. Let's all of us get ready to do this together. So please hit for share button, and don't forget also to be able to send us some likes. That will really, really, really help us. Send us some likes, send us some emojis, and etc. It's really going to help us. Thank you so much. So please do for us that favor. Yeah, please do for us that favor. Yeah, do us that favor. Just do us that favor, and it's actually going to help.
Waka, you are 419. You say you came to rescue, you rescue yourself. You came to rescue, but you rescue yourself. Hey, Joseph Waka, you be 419. My labyrinth people, he is 419. Presel you Waka, you are 419. Presel you Waka, you are 419. You pretend that you are always sleeping, but in not sleeping. So wickedness there. Oh, Joseph Waka, you be 419. I say, Joseph Waka, 419. Instead of rescue Liberia, he rescued himself. Instead of rescuing us, he rescued himself. Everyone not helping, he turned his back. Oh, Joseph Waka, you be 419. Oh, my labyrinth people, he is 419. My labyrinth people, he is 419. 29 is coming again. Oh, 29 is coming again. Please open your eye. They are 419. Oh, listen very well. They are 419. When they want senator, they will come to you. When they want become representative, they will come to you. When they want be president, they will bring blah, blah, blah. Oh, my labyrinth people, please open your eye. Oh, Joseph Waka, you be 419. Oh, Joseph Waka, you be 419. You play 419 on Sia Marie. You went there and play on your can. You went all the way from other people that raised you up to become president. I say, Joseph Waka, you be 419. Oh, Joseph Waka, 419. Oh, Joseph Waka, now 419. You say you came to rescue. You rescue yourself. You came to rescue, but you rescue yourself. Where are the good road? You rescue yourself. Where are the good hospital? You rescue yourself. Where are the good school? You rescue yourself. Where are the money? You rescue yourself. Oh, Joseph Waka, you be 419. Oh, you play jealousy. You be 419.
Of the day, there's no change. Look at the university. That's that.
My labyrinth people
Already failed. We know that.
I say, Joseph.
President Weah, you passed to go for your cabinet meeting today. You went to the executive mansion. Who can deny that? What are they? I mean, this is an embarrassment. But you're getting ready to come to the UNGA, though. You're ready to bring money, Mr. President. Guess what happened? Plenty of money you'll be spending to bring all your troops to the UNGA. But you cannot give 200,000 to Mama Paya for the children to go to school. You failed it, Mr. President. You failed the students. You got to change this. You are failing the student of the University of Liberia. Nobody can question it. You're the same way you not change the first group at LDA, you change the second group, you change the third group, you get group number 4, you fail on LDA. Can you change it? Mr. President, people will come and tell you, you said that people are not trained. Let me play this real quick because the president said people are not trained. Let us know.
Receive insults when you even do the right thing, but that's the way it goes. Once you leave the job, they will not insult you, but not necessarily for the thing you are, but that's the human beings. That's who we are, especially the country that we're in. Reckless talking, disrespect, people are not trained, and they speak any kind of way, some of them don't even know what they're talking about. But if you say you're not going to take that,
I mean, the people don't know what they're talking about. Some of them not trained. Mr. President, you are the cause for 1 year and 8 months, 9 months. It's on you. It's on you, Mr. President.
Again, the DMV chapter, which comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and that of Virginia, will be having her national convention, in other words, her local convention. That will be the 25th of October next month, the 25th. That will be on Saturday. So all of you are invited. Keep following the page for more update. And it's going to be a very wonderful time. But again, I want to say welcome to all of you in a special way. Let me just welcome distinguished people that have joined us on here. Daniel F. Ta, thank you so much for joining us. Roselyn Tene Mai, thank you so much, Sis Roselyn, for your presence here. Arnold Taylor, thank you so much for joining us. I want to welcome our own leader, our own mother in this particular East Coast, or on this East Coast, sorry, Madam Pale Orito Reto. You are welcome. Princess B. Harris, thank you so much for your presence here. We appreciate you. Otaka Kyaun, thank you so much, my own brother Otaka. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the great work. I want to welcome Princess B. Harris. You're highly welcome. Thank you so much. Nina Kuya, that's my own lovely sister right there. I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. We want to welcome our ambassador, Ambassador Venetius Junior Bar. Thank you so much watching us there from New Cruton. You are highly welcome. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. We want to welcome Juje Wenwu. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Let's welcome each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your presence here. And as usual, let's share. Let me just share while I play you
You change the second group, you change the third group, you get group number 4, you fail on LDA. Can you change it? Mr. President, people will come and tell you, say, you said that people are not trained. Let me play this real quick because the president said people are not trained. Let us know.
Receive insults when you even do the right thing. But that's the way it goes. Once you leave the job, they will not insult you, but not necessarily for the thing you are, but that's the human beings. That's who we are, especially the country that we're in. Reckless talking, disrespect. People are not trained, and they speak any kind of way. Some of them don't even know what they're talking about. But if you say you're not going to take that,
the people don't know what they're talking about. Some of them not trained. Mr. President, you are the cause for 1 year and 8 months, 9 months. It's on you. It's on you, Mr. President. Because of your failure to address the university issue, they will not be trained. Because of your failure to address the university issue for $200,000, children will continue to do muya and zogo on the street. They got nowhere to go. They got nowhere to go. They wake up in the morning, they go hustle, no school. Mr. President, President Boycott, listen, let me talk to the president.
Kindly hit for us the share button as we welcome each and every one of you. James John Kekula Sumo, you are welcome. Thank you so much for the pass away. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us. Daniel Eftar, we appreciate all of you.
Plenty of money you'll be spending to bring all your troops to the UNGA. But you cannot give $200,000 to Mama Paya for the children to go to school. You failed it, Mr. President. You failed the students. You got to change this. You are failing the student of the University of Labrador. Nobody can question it. You're the same way you not change the first group at LDA, you change the second group, you change the third group, you get group number 4, you fail on LDA. Can you change it? Mr. President, people will come and tell you, say, you said that people are not trained. Let me play this real quick because the president said people are not trained. Let us know.
Receive insults when you even do the right thing. But that's the way it goes. Once you leave the job, they will not insult you, but not necessarily for the thing you are, but that's the human beings. That's who we are, especially the country that we're in. Reckless talking, disrespect. People are not trained, and they speak any kind of way. Some of them don't even know what they're talking about. But if you say you're not going to take that,
the people don't know what they're talking about. Some of them not trained. Mr. President, you are the cause for 1 year and 8 months, 9 months. It's on you. It's on you, Mr. President.
We want to welcome our own sister, Joyce. You are highly welcome. We want to welcome Aloysius Davis. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate all of you that are joining us.
Because of your failure to address the university issue, they will not be trained. Because of your failure to address the university issue for $200,000, Children will continue to do muya muya and zogo zogo on the street. They got nowhere to go. They got nowhere to go. They wake up in the morning, they go hustle, no school. It's a president. President Weah, listen, let me talk to the president. Let me be real. President Weah, you are failing on education. You got to find a different course. You got to take a different terrain. It's not helping. You will go down as one of the worst presidents post-war on education if you continue on this track. You are failing on education. Look at this building. I mean, what is the president plan? I thought we came there to fix it. You will go down as one of the worst presidents post-war on education if you continue on this track. You are failing on education. Look at this building. I mean, what is the president plan? What's the president plan? I thought we came there to fix it. What's the president plan? Look at the building. Look at President Weah renovation of his house, his property, and look at the university. Look at the bulletproof cars the president bought and a motorbike, and look at the university. Mr. President, listen, I don't know your plan, man, but you got nothing right now. You got nothing to show right now. No, seriously. No, this is disappointing. I know everybody will come down on Stanton, but I will say one today. This is disappointing, President Weah. You got to change course. This is a complete mess. You cannot put this on the past leaders. You cannot say that, Madam Sadi. You cannot say, no, that John Weah. Let's talk about you right now, today. They want 200,000. Have you given instruction to Gafuan to give her 200,000? 1.4 million you spend on cars, and the university is in Rome. 349,000 you spent to go to Tokyo for what nobody knows, and the university is in Rome. Let's go through it. We can't do this. Look at the LDA. Mr. President, maybe they're not telling you. Look at the bulletproof cars the president bought and a motorbike, and look at the university. Mr. President, listen, I don't know your plan, man, but you got nothing right now. You got nothing to show right now. No, seriously. No, this is disappointing. I know everybody will come down on Stanton, but I will say one today. This is disappointing, President Weah. You got to change course. This is a complete mess. You cannot put this on the past leaders. You cannot say that, Madam Sadi. You cannot say, no, that John Weah. Let's talk about you right now, today. They want 200,000. Have you given instruction to Gafuan to give her 200,000? 1.4 million you spend on cars, and the university is in Rome. 349,000 you spent to go to Tokyo for what no
junk. Joseph Bola using to use a platform to come to power. Then Joseph Bola dropping the ocean in on the show.
I want to welcome my sister Hawa. How are you?
Confused. You know what's
welcome.
Going on. You know that joke we joking here. We told you about Joseph Bola from the beginning. You say, oh, now listen to us. The other one too that you be passing around with big money. Say you get policy. You know they want. You know that one. You know they want. John Molu. Oh, my man, that other news today, man. Joseph Bola John in other news is John Molu. They made fool out of that one. They made fun out of him. Yes, they made fun out of him. Another Joseph Bola John, like John Lobo. You only Joseph Bola John. Can you imagine they get Noah Saul Gibson, who a blind man job? You can see them get your job. You passing around taking pictures all day. Putting it off for people, the other person's birthday, my senior brother, my senior sister, and let me congratulate my senior brother, the MD, the other. You not see? You ready yet? You better put your legs together, my picking. You not ready yet? You alive, no man like you, Joseph Bola, use all of your like junks in the town, and you passing around, whole day talking funny thing. You see what? Another Joseph Bola John. But I want by Joseph Bola, he go straight in the grave, Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson, our Joseph Boaga. Oh, Joe Boba. Joe Boba, big ball. I told you today we'll call the listing of all of Joseph Boaga junks. The list too long. It is a countless list. A countless list. Joseph Boaga position, all of them. The only person that refused to be Joseph Boaga junk, like Yege Koluba, when Yege Koluba read it from distance, he said no. He said no. He said no. Another person who Joseph Boaga junk, now Prince Johnson. Joseph Boaga gave him away. Joseph Boaga praising during the election, saying he would dance with devil. You ready yet? Joseph Boaga not be him. I stand with Joseph Boaga. Joseph Boaga, our president. He's from Lofa County. I stand with the man from Lofa County. It's sweet for you. It's sweet for all of you. It's sweet for all of you who Joseph Boaga make you fool out of. Especially the Costa, the Ami Moda, the John Molu, the Stanton Waterspoon. I see on a show they making noise, shouting, talking funny for that. Now you know that Joseph Boaga now see what Manneh Papi. We used to tell you before you just say we hate Joseph Boaga. You thought we just Papa King about Joseph Boaga John man. That one would have grabbed a point in jail. He cheated two strings old man knowing in the town. Actually, ain't saying man. Ain't man knowing in the town. He will press Jeremiah Kun and Joseph Boaga as long as he in Labrador for the rest of his life. If he any attempt, he will press that government, any attempt to try foolishness. Whether in Africa, in Ghana, or whatever it is, with his secret counsel, all the secret money that they're giving you counsel. I'll say it today. You're watching, see. It's going to get serious. It is going to get serious, folks. It is going to get serious. Dylan passing around laughing. He's there on the jungle list. On the jungle will counsel. You're watching. And we here today. Today is the 13th. You're watching. Darius Delon. Joseph Boaga will dirty him and Yobli Kanga Lawrence. You'll watch today and see. You're going to remember you're write it down. And I will want to Musa Bede say they come here after he said I was joke.
Well, fellow Liberians home and abroad, as usual, we ask that you kindly hit for us the share button. Please share with friends, share with family members. And one of the things we want to please appeal to you to do is to kindly send us some emojis, some thumbs up, and also the heart sign. It will actually help to be able to, safeguard and protect the video. Please do that for us. I want to welcome all of you. It's going to be very interesting today. I am listening to people around crying, especially people who support this government. For those of us who told the Liberian people from the very beginning that Mr. Weah is a disappointment, was going to be a disappointment, and no need for us to take the risks in bringing this man, we are not surprised. Seditians are not surprised at the behavior of Mr. Weah. No, we are not surprised. Because we told our people from the very inception, from the beginning, we told Liberians that Mr. Weah was not faith enough to even rescue his own home. Talk less of the country. We told Liberians. We point out all of the ills, those things that were going to be a bottleneck. We told Liberians of these things. We did not hide it. We did not mince our words. We did a comparative analysis of what President Weah was able to accomplish in a short period of time. And what Joseph Newman Brecker and Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf combined. The Harvard graduate, the agriculture expert, what they were able to do combined. As I speak to you up to today, you cannot even compare what they did combined. The Harvard graduate, with all of the international connections and etc., and the agriculturalist, a clean agriculturalist, the expert in agriculture. Today, We are still talking about their 12 years. And Joseph Numa Boyka was able to sum it up for all of us when he said to the Liberian people after he was asked, "We squander your opportunity." Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was also asked on OKFM. The clips are here. I'm not going to play that clip because I've played over and over and over. When she was asked about the economy, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf said to the Liberian people, the economy is in a mess. She said it's in a mess. That's why she told us, the Liberian people. She did not hide it from us. That was her exact words. She said the economy is not correct. Thing not looking too far. Thing ba umpa. Those was the words of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, not my word, not your word, but the words of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Those were her words. When she said things are not very fine. So you think we are surprised? No, we are not surprised. Because Liberians were warned. Liberians were told that this thing that you're doing will have an adverse effect. And at the end of the day, things will be bad. But you didn't believe. You allowed them to lie to you. They promise you heaven on earth. And here we are, fellow Liberians. They promise you heaven on earth. But here we are. The so-called agriculturalists. Let's look at the work. When he was entrusted with an opportunity, when he was given an opportunity to serve, when Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf said, yes, it's now time that we try to see how best we can be able to bring all of the expertise on board to help us to achieve. What did Joseph Numa Boyka do when he was called upon by Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in the agriculture sector? What did he do? I will show it to you. I will show you what Joseph Numa Boyka did. These people cannot boast of their 12 years. You know why? We continue to say the 12 years of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and that of Joseph Numa Boyka, they were not the one handling the 12 years. It was the international community. We had GMA experts and all these different people that were there to help the government survive and succeed. Including some of the people who were working in the government. In fact, some of them were even being paid by international people to come and help. The Dr. Anthony Saye, and so many people that were working in the government, they were paid by the international to come and help to stabilize the government. In fact, do you know that some of these people, some of them, it was actually the international community that scouted for them, that looked for them and say, y'all go to Liberia and go help. Do you know that? So we cannot compare these people government with the government of President Weah. How will you compare a man who is wearing, for example, $1,000 coat suit but living with his parents? He's not feeding himself. He doesn't have a child. He doesn't even have a straight relationship. He doesn't have anything that he is responsible for. How can you compare that man with a man who is living in West Point with maybe 3 children? He has a wife to cater to. He is renting and maybe selling, but then wearing slippers. How can you compare that kind of man to the man who wearing $1,000 school suit? It's a disrespect. Because the man who is wearing a $1,000 school suit don't even know the value of what he's wearing. He is not responsible. He do not understand what it means to take care of family. He has no responsibility. So at the end of the day, he feels that I will spend this money and make myself look comfortable. But the man who is living down West Point with 3 children, that is renting and also family member depending on him, before he buy even $100 shoes, he will ask himself, what will my children wear? It better let me wear the slipper. Let the money go to their mother to buy other slipper for them, shoes or whatever. This was the case of the Unity Party government and the government of President Weah. So you cannot compare it. No, you cannot do that comparison. You can't. But these people boast that they had everything. The first test that was given to Joseph Numa Boyka, he flunked. I don't want you to believe it. I will play the video here for you to see it. When Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf took over, she felt that Joseph Numa Boyka was going to be of a help to her, because he has always claimed to be that particular agriculturalist, that expert in the area of agriculture. So Madam Sirleaf said, okay, with my international connections and what have you, Joseph Numa Boyka will take care of the agriculture. Before our 12 years, we will start to grow our own food. About at least 55% or 60% our food will be grown here. That's what she felt. That's what she thought. But she didn't know that Joseph Numa Boyka was a BM, a man who has nothing to his name, a man who cannot even cause a grumpy dead to move 1 inch from the original position. Let me play you this video, and I want you to listen. I don't want you to believe what I'm saying. Oh yeah, don't believe what I'm saying. Let's play this video. This is a video that was done by a patriotic Liberian. Joseph Numa Boyka, who claimed to be an agriculturalist, was put in charge of a project, the ADALAP project. Joseph Numa Boyka was put in charge of that project. Okay. So he was put in charge of that project. That project basically was to help the government to see how best they can be able to grow food in Liberia. $10 million was spent on that. In fact, let me play you this short video, right? Let me play you this short video. Joseph Numa Boyka was the head of this particular project, the government go-to person for this particular project. So just, let me first of all play you this particular stuff. Okay, let me stop sharing this and then play you this. And I want you to listen to this. Let's do this together. You know, here we like to play the videos for you to hear and for you to see. So let's go to this particular video and play it here for you so that you're listening to this. I will carry in from.
It is often said that a hungry man is an angry man.
So Joseph Numa Boyka, let me just give you a little historic, background of this project. This is the ADALAP project that was funded by the Libyan government. An NGO looked for the opportunity to grow rice in Liberia. And fortunately, they were able to get some good grant or good money from the Libyan government to carry on this project. This project, from scratch to finish, it was sponsored by the Libyan government. The Liberian government had absolutely no cent to pay there. All they needed to do was to give the land and whatever goes on. Now, this is the extent to which these people damage our country, the extent to which Joseph Numa Boyka is incompetent. I don't want you to believe it. Here's the video. So Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf thought that, well, this man is an expert. He's an agriculturalist. His presence on this program will help to be able to solidify and help Liberia and save us from this hunger issue. So let Joseph Numa Boyka be the head. Everything you're referred to Joseph Numa Boyka. Joseph Numa Boyka had not a single cent to put. The government of Liberia had nothing to spend on it because the Libyan government, along with this particular, working with this particular NGO, brought in materials, brought in money and everything. The only thing Joseph Numa Boyka was to do, just to supervise, make sure that the project is going on When they want any connection in Liberia, whether they want go here, go there, they call him and he make that one available. That was all. And to ensure that the project succeed, that was his own responsibility. To work along with the people. Where they have bottlenecks, you make sure that those bottlenecks are clear. That was Joseph Numa Boyka's own responsibility. Let's play this video a bit and listen
Want
to
to
it.
see the true color of a Liberian, take away his rice. Because of the love of rice, there has been rice riots,
So I will
family
carry in
feuds,
front
tribal disputes, and much
because
more. Mechanized rice farming project.
you see some of the machine.
We're going to have mechanized farming being held in
I want you
Liberia,
to listen.
especially after the war.
If you really want to feed this nation, you have to go on a huge, a massive scale mechanized farming. That's the only way you can sustain the market.
ADA, formerly a non-governmental organization that has provided opportunities through agriculture.
You see the kind of machine the people brought?
For thousands of excavations.
$30 million. But listen, don't believe what I'm saying. Just listen.
Since 1990, I believe strongly that a nation that cannot feed itself cannot survive. So the only way we can survive
J. Jerry Talu, you are welcome.
sustain ourselves is to go into
Bendu,
food production.
how are you, my love?
A tax of feeding approximately 3.5 million people is quite huge and requires a lot of money. With the Libyan Africa investment portfolio cashing in $30 million, a joint venture was established between both institutions. Several tractors, bulldozers.
How many $1 million? $30 million. The Libyan government was going to sponsor it from start to finish. In fact, they send the money. They send in the tractors, the materials. I will show them to you. Let's go ahead. Listen.
Institutions. Several tractors, bulldozers, excavators, and other farming equipment worth approximately $8 billion has been shipped into the country, along with experts who will train Liberians on how to properly use these delicate machineries.
We're coming to Liberia to train the local people. We're bringing in only a handful of expatriates, and with them, we're going to train the local people.
In addition to the farming equipment, a rice processing plant costing $10.1 million will also be set up to facilitate the processing and packaging of the harvested rice.
We are not only planting rice, we are bringing a rice plant that will be able to treat this rice. That means
so let me stop this here and we'll go to another one here. So you see that video. Fellow Liberians, that was what was supposed to happen under the watch of Joseph Numa Boyka and that of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, looking at Joseph Numa Boyka, the expert, say, take charge, take over. You make sure that it works. Because of greed and incompetence, Joseph Numa Boyka, who presided over this project, who was the man. When you see Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf don't want to even lay her on Joseph Numa Boyka, these are some of the reasons why. Some of you that don't know. Some of the reason why you see Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf don't want to lay eyes on Joseph Numa Boyka is because Joseph Numa Boyka squandered a lot of opportunity. When you see she don't want to even see him or look at him, these are some of the reasons. Because when the opportunity availed itself for us to start producing rice on our own, and they put Joseph Numa Boyka in charge instead of using that opportunity to ensure that this project is successful, Joseph Numa Boyka killed it. I want to welcome Amos F. Thank you so much for your presence, even though you do not agree with us. J. Larry Talu, you are welcome. Sam Jackson, I want to welcome you. You are welcome. I want to appreciate all of you. My sister Bendu, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. Hawatute, how are you, Mama? You are highly welcome. I mean, all of you who are joining us. Here we speak facts. Here we talk reality. We don't believe in gossip. I will show you these videos. So let me play you another video. Those materials that you saw worth almost about $10 million that was shipped to Liberia today in Lofa County. Where are they? Let me play you this other video. Look at immigration office. Look at the machine. See that? My people, when we tell you about the incompetence of Mr. Boyka, it is not that we hate him. No, we are not being disrespectful. We are just saying the truth in an uncompromising manner that some of you can stomach. These were, machine that people spend good money behind. Joseph Numa Boyka under the regime of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf make him to be the head of this project, thinking that this man will use his agricultural expertise to make this thing work. That was another vla. But this man will tell you that he has come to rescue you. Now you see how he is performing. So, like I said, we are not surprised at Joseph Numa Boyka behavior. And look, do not feel sorry for these people who they were in the process. They used their platform. They insulted president. We are, and they say all kinds of things today. They are crying. Oh, for me, look, let me tell you something. I do not waste my sorrow on people who don't deserve it. I don't do it. I don't do it. And in fact, those of you who even want to waste your sorrow, is you are committing crime. So somebody empathy who really deserve it, who really feel it, who really want it. Not those who don't want it. There are people you can look in their faces and know that, look, I don't care what I do. These people, the person here will not even get her. He don't deserve it. That kind of person, when you look at them and decide, okay, let me just go here quick. Yeah. Okay, so that kind of person, when you decide to even help them, it will be almost like for nothing. Let me bus calling here. Let me just do this right here. So let me play you this while I get ready to bring you something here.
When we plant the rice, we have rice seeds, and we have clean rice at the end of the day. And the clean rice at the end of the day will permit us to be able to have rice on the market for all of us and be able to make sure
Look
that
at the
we
machine.
supply this market at the rate that people will be able to buy rice.
You
We're
see the
here to
machine?
put up the rice mill, and we're going to do rice drying. And the difference is with us in our company, we're able to bring in rice at 26 to 29% humidity, wet. With that, we can take it from that and dry it to 14 in one pass. That makes us unique. And then the rice mill itself is unique in its own way because we're able to bring color sorting and bringing fine rice. And we have four calibers of rice that can be sold and marketed in Liberia.
The government of Liberia, embracing the efforts by ADA LLP, granted an initial 15,000 hectare acres of farmland towards the project.
Due to the soil fertility, we chose to do a large number of our reconnaissance in Foya. And in Foya, our reconnaissance
All right, fine.
did very well. We, through our reconnaissance work, identified a little over 17,000 hectares. We are going to narrow down our work initially on 10,000 hectares. The 10,000 acres are being divided into 4 squadrons. Squadrons of 2,500 hectares per squadron.
We have started clearing with manpower and bulldozers. We are willing to plant for the first phase of our program 2,500 hectares. So we need to clear that out and then prepare for the farming. The next phase will be 2,000, another 2,500.
All right, so I'm sorry, I was responding. So these are what you are looking at. Joseph Numa Boyka presided over it and it died down. This man does not have any record of resuscitating or giving life to anything. That is not his area. So today, if you see in Liberia what is happening, it's just him. That the country is going backward, we are retrogressing. It is Joseph Numa Boyka right there for you. This may serve as vice president. What is his success story as vice president? What can you point to and say, yeah, you know, as vice president, this is what he was able to do? What can you point to? Absolutely nothing. After 12 years in government, this man will come back to start begging the Liberian people. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? After 12 years as vice president, receiving millions of dollars for your budget to run your office. But after your 12 years, you will come back to tell us that you are living on, you broke. Who does that? Joseph Numa Boyka, who even could not open a world market for anybody. You think this man honor him? Liberia will go forward? Who can Joseph Numa Boyka point to say, well, that the other person I helped, that the other thing here I did, you know, while I was in opposition or at the time I left from power, these are my handwork. Can you point to them? No, can you point to them? You take somebody who has never achieved. Let me tell you something. You think to become vice president, that achievement for you? You think that achievement? You think to become president, it means that achievement, right? You know what is achievement? Or you know how achievement is actualized? When you have the position, what did you do while you were there? That's what we refer to as achievement. I know you get your own definition of achievement, the way the people put it in the book, because you are limited to what they write in the book. That's why people who are just, how you call the thing, straight on the book, I don't go there with that kind of argument. You know why we go to school? You know why the teachers took time and gave you all of the knowledge? It's so that you can be able to think critically. It's not so that you can just be guided by one step. No. That's why today you see in Africa, almost all of the things that we have is imposed on us. The people from the Western world, they will think and give you the solution, and you go just right by the step. That's why you see some of us don't train our kids to be critical. Always learn how to train your kids to be critical. Learn how to be critical. Even if 1 plus 1 are 2. And if they explain it to you in school that it is 2 because of this reason, try to look for another reason and see why it is not 2 or why it should be 2. Think critically. People who are not critical in their mind, they will always be controlled by certain system. You go by the way the people define it. Say, let's go by this. We can't go left. We can't go right. Let's go by this. But people who are progressing in life are people who fail to accept the normal status or the normal way of defining things. They say, no, we're not defining it this way. We want to define it the way that is comfortable for us, that others can benefit. These were people who were able to think out of the box. They say, no, we can't continue to think the way another person finished thinking and give it to all in the book. We will think out of the box. We will think for ourselves. And they are progressing. So education or achievement must be accomplished by something. You were there for 12 years. What did he achieve? What is his accomplishment? That's the question we should be asking. So a man that even cannot point to anything that he accomplished, a company that he was able to open. Well, look at this man. Look at him. You have given him your country. Look at where we are going. The country is the way it is because you Liberians, decided to give the country to a flunky. A flunky. An unrepented flunky. No, there are people who, even when they mess up, they will sit down and say, no, there is a need for me to be able to change the course of action. There is a need for me to be able to straighten things up. But all of the how you call all of the tests that was given to this man, he failed in all. The most recent one we saw was the CPP. This man was given an opportunity. Joseph Newman Brecker is good at destroying instead of building. Building is not in this man's nature. Joseph Newman Brecker is a destroyer. Oh, you think I'm lying? The records are there. Let the LAP project I show you. He damaged that one. It's poor. I'm gonna show you another one. We used to have a radio station. Some of you may be aware, but some of you maybe who don't know, you may not be aware. But I will tell you, there is a station we used to have in Liberia called Star Radio. That Star Radio, wow, was one of the most, the most widely listened to station. And they have very good staffs or staffers. Look, if we were to maintain Star Radio in Liberia, it was almost going to be like you will compare it to like Voice of America or any international radio station. I'm telling you, Star Radio. If we were going to ensure that Star Radio survive, because Star Radio used to have correspondent in Sierra Leone, correspondent in Ghana. In the West African country, Star Radio. Oh, some of you may not know, or maybe some of you who are not too much in this news business, you may not be aware. But some people who at least used to follow the news back in the 90s and other things, even in the early 2000s, they will tell you about Star Radio. Under the regime of Madam Ellen Justice Salif. Do you know that Joseph Newman Brecker was the board chair of Star Radio? Oh, he was the board chair of Star Radio. Joseph Newman Brecker ensured that Star Radio died. Star Radio. The people used to bring information from all over. I remember during the time they used to have Star Radio. At the time they used to have this small radio. These we used to call it Jallo Radio. I had one of these Jallo Radio. I used to put it in my bag, carry to school and all. Their news used to be in the morning, 6 o'clock. They come on 12 and I think 4. Yeah. 6, 12, I think 4. Yeah. 3 times a day. 6, 12, and 4 o'clock. Yeah, I think so. And Brecker was the board chair of Star Radio. Brecker ensured that Star Radio died. Brecker was also, look, my people, Brecker was also the go-to man for the government for BWI, Booker Washington Institute. Do you know that BWI supposed to have one of the most sophisticated, I'm not saying they say, I am telling you because I have people that were there, and I myself, I used to visit that area in Kakata, BWI. Do you know that they're supposed to be one of the most advanced and sophisticated school in our country that will teach engineering? Joseph Newman Brecker was the go-to person at the time. BWI had this opportunity. There was a guy who came from Germany that wanted to invest in BWI. A millionaire, he came from Germany and wanted to invest in BWI. So at the time, he being the man, the go-to person, this particular guy went to him, BWI directed him to Joseph Nyuma Boyka and say, talk to him, he is the go-to person. That man was willing to transform the entire BWR and make it up to standard. That people will not have to go to University of Liberia and spend almost 10 years there to be an engineer. You go right to BWR and get all of the training you need as an advanced. You will graduate from BWR and you become full engineer and can work any part of the world with people. When they went to Joseph Nyuma Boyka, he damaged it. Joseph Nyuma Boyka damaged it. They ran that man out of Liberia. All he was coming to do was to invest in our education sector, BWR. Joseph Nyuma Boyka ensured that that man was frustrated. Then he upside down until he ended up leaving. He says, like, Liberians, you guys are not serious yet. And he left. Look, when we gave you the history of Joseph Nyuma Boyka, his failure, it's just too long. It's too long. Today, these people that you see crying, stand on there that you see crying, no, don't sorry for them. Like I was saying earlier, don't waste your sympathy. These people felt that they were going to be part of the shit to abuse the Liberian people and steal from the Liberian people. That's what they felt. That's what they thought. Don't feel sorry for them. The only reason you see these people crying, oh, just Nyuma Boyka here, oh, he did it, is because they are not on the boat to steal. Oh. Who told you they don't know? They knew very well that if they were going to be given the opportunity, they were never going to impact people's life. They knew that. They were coming as a medium or as a way to be able to get back what they spent behind Joseph Nyuma Boyka. But Joseph Nyuma Boyka, being an ungrateful man who know how to kick people in the rear after helping them, gave them back kick. So I always say this, and I will say it over and over. These people are not talking because they like you. We will use their words because it is the reality. Yesterday we said it. Today they are saying it. So we play their words. These were the people that were defending Boyka. When we said that this Boyka that you're following behind, this man will put pepper in Liberian people about, they said no. They knew. Because all of these analysis that I just gave about Joseph Nyuma Boyka failure, they are aware. They knew it. But they choose to close their eyes on it. And when we were raising it, they call us to position. They all died. And felt that it was okay. Today, here we are. Look at where we are today. Look at where we are. Look at where we are. So everything that you see happening in the country, it is not happening by coincidence. No. It was planned by Boyka. We told you over and over that this man is a failure. People like Stanton were jumping behind Joseph Nyuma Boyka because they felt that they were going to also be part of this particular cahoot to suffocate the Liberian people. But unfortunately, he was kicked out of the boat. So when you see him venting out, let's go and enjoy it. The one that you can cut it, make use of it. Yeah, make use of it. When you see today, Jacqueline now turned to musician. She turned to musician because she loved Liberian people. Now, all of them were pumping Joseph Nyuma Boyka with money. They put the problem on our head that we are faced with. So why must I feel for these kind of people? I'm not sorry for Jacqueline. No. I'm not sorry for her. Those children that you see on the street that are dying of drugs, it is the work of Stanton Waterspoon and our own sister, Sia, who's singing today and making song for Joseph Nyuma Boyka and insulting Joseph Nyuma Boyka. Those children that you see today that are on the street that are dying today on the street because of drugs or from drugs addiction, it is the work of Stanton. It is the work of these people who now making noise and say Joseph Nyuma Boyka are rule. Joseph Nyuma Boyka is ungrateful. When did you realize that Joseph Nyuma Boyka is ungrateful? They are the cause of the death of our children on the street. During the regime of President Weah, we saw serious approach to fight the issue of drugs. President Weah was never playing with the issue of drugs. He was fighting it. He was able to contain drugs in our country. I'm not saying that it wasn't there, but with the way we have drugs all over the place, in bathroom, kitchen, here, there, it was not like that. No, it wasn't like that. And the reason why we see drugs, in fact, one of their own told us why drugs is all around the place because of money. Joseph Newman Brecker can do anything for money. He can do anything for money. If this man can stoop so low to somebody like Costa, what will he not do? What will he not do? A Costa that could be a grandchild. I say grandchild. If this man will bow down and Johnny Fleto, a man like Costa, if Stanton Waterspoon could be a grandchild, he could bow down to Stanton Waterspoon. What Joseph Newman Brecker can do for money? The proliferation of drugs in our country is coming from the home of Joseph Newman Brecker. His children are involved with the selling of drugs. So it is not surprising to some of us. It's just that those of you that don't know, well, now you know. Look at this man's life. People who are fighting against ills are the people he's fighting. This man has no history of impacting people's life. He told us that he was coming for a change. Joseph Newman Brecker told us that in 4 months, our country will not be the same. He will change it. What has happened? Look, what happened? What didn't happen? I'm going to put it that way. What didn't happen? What happened to the 4 months? When this man said our children will not have to sell on the street. When this man said our mothers will be given a dignified life. What happened? Where are they? Why are we not seeing these things? That's why he said. It's not from me. Listen to him right here. Because sometimes when we say these things, you think that we are just making things up.
We were
No,
not
we are not making things up. Listen here.
retail market when
Listen.
they should be in school. They should
Yeah.
be in school.
Joseph Newman Brecker said children will not sell market. They should be in school. They should be in school. And Joseph Newman Brecker here for you. But look at today, the kids are all on the street between the cars. They can't even, their parents cannot even afford for them to be in school. I don't want you to believe. I will play you a video. So listen to this.
We're not allowed those young ladies to upgrade the street whole day yourself.
Yeah, Joseph Newman Brecker said young ladies will not be in the street. No, this man lied to the extent that even we were telling you the lie was too broad, but some of you refused to accept it. Selling has all trade and commerce has always been part of our society. In fact, it's part of the African history. Can you imagine? I don't know what they used behind you guys. That you were so stupid enough that you could not see. When we were telling you, we're on the platform here, informing you, my people, you be careful, they didn't allow, you ain't believing. Trade and commerce has always been part of our culture. I mean, let's leave Liberians, but has been part of the African culture. Has been part of human race, for example. Let's just put it that way. Trade and commerce have been part of human race. You cannot get rid of it. You can't do without it. No nation will survive without that trade. You can't do it. You can't. Even here in America, you go in New York, there are people who selling their lay thing there on the sidewalk. They can rest there, they can take it, they can go somewhere. They put it down, people buy. They're selling apple, this, that, all different things on the sidewalk, on the street, in the country where we find ourselves. But Joseph Newman Brecker was able to tell you, the Liberian people, that don't vote for me. Nobody will not say again. And you believe it. How did you believe when we're telling you all these things? You don't believe it. You don't believe it. I say, oh, my move for here with superstition. Like some of our people saying here now. How? How did this man manage to deceive your 80-plus-year-old man? Deceive your. How? Look. Listen to this one. Look. Listen. I want you to put yourself in this. Let me take my own time and explain this to you. Trade has always been part of the African culture. Let's forget about other something because it has been part of the world. Those of you who did history, back in school, they taught you about the barter system. You are aware of the barter system, right? When our people used to trade goods for goods, you bring your salt, the other man get his chicken, then you exchange it. So our people has always been in the issue of trade. Even doing back to the nomadic days, they raise their animals, they carry, they sell it. You get a man goat, the man gave you maybe pound one tobacco or what have you. It has always been part of our life. As Liberians, that's who we are. It has been part of us. But for Joseph Newman Boyka to deceive you and tell you that nobody will say again, he will ensure that nobody say, how did we come to look? Sometimes when I listen to this thing, I can ask and say, but when are my people, why were people blind? Or they just could not listen? Listen to this nonsense here. Listen to this thing. And people bought it. Listen.
Job grand the street whole day. We're not allowed those young ladies to upgrade the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people.
Just said Newman Boyka said nobody will say on the street again. Nobody will say in the market. Dollar market will be closed. Look, now I am understanding what Joseph Newman Boyka meant. And that's true happening. Because things are so tough that our people can no longer afford to even sell. Go to Douala market. In fact, I will play you a video. One woman say, look, now in the market, you can run from here down the whole market empty. We even get goods. So there's the dignified life that Joseph Newman Boyka gave you because you refused to listen to us. Some of you said we're talking nonsense. Hey, oh, yeah, you looking? There's somebody can tell, oh, you even get views and nobody listening to you. But yeah, you see, I agree. Nobody listening to me. But yeah, you see, you see it. How did this man deceive you to tell you that to sell that crown? Nobody will say. And how did you believe this? How? Look at listen to this.
We're not allowed those young ladies to upgrade the street whole day yourself.
Children to sell. Well, let me tell you something. When I was coming up as a child, right? My big sister used to sell in Waterside Market. She used to sell fish. When I come from school, I will go straight to Waterside. I used to sell in Waterside. Back in the 80s. Back in the 80s when I was much younger. I will come from school, I go straight to Waterside. I used to sell plastic bag. I hold the plastic bag in my hand and just be right around there, selling the plastic bag. As soon we see people buying or standing by table, then we'll count our plastic bag. I'm telling you about 1990 story. I was not born in 1990. Don't bring Fitija to me. I'm talking about in the 80s. 85, 86, 87. We used to be all in that Douala, in our Waterside market. Because one of my big sisters used to sell in Waterside there. I used to sell plastic bag. After school, as soon school over, I go to the hall, I change, I eat food, I get in car straight in bus. Straight to Waterside market. As soon as I go my plastic bag there, she will take the plastic and give it to me. Then I right around. I never used to go far off actually, but I'll be right around there selling. And sometimes before 2-3 hours, my plastic finish. She buy another one and give it to me. But Joseph Newman Boyka look at you and lie to you that your children will not sell no more. They will be in school. School open. Where are we? Today is the 15th. Some school open on the 1st. According to the report that I'm seeing here from UNICEF, from an organization that did a kind of survey, they said this year there's going to be a very massive in the dropout. Many parents can't afford to send their children to school. Many children are not even going to school. But this man lied to you and say your children will be in school. Where are the kids? He lied to you and say you will not sell no more. Let's listen to this thing.
The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. You want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's
the dignity that this man putting on you. Where's the dignity? As I speak to you in New York, passing around. After you finish taking a treatment, Malankatumu, Boekatu, or then kind of can't take their treatment. They post on lay, energy getting enough drugs, he in his element, he say, okay, he passing around. With nothing to account for.
the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar,
He ascribed time limit to these things. He did not just talk like somebody who drinking palm wine under a palm wine tree. He was able to ascribe time limit to these things. Listen to it.
It's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You will see a Liberia that will give you hope. You will see a Liberia where corruption will be thing of the past.
Hey. No, I don't want you to believe it. I want to play another video where this man say children will be in school. Don't believe what I'm saying. Let me play you a video here. See, the video is so, pathetic, but I will play it. Yeah. Let me play this video. These videos are all important.
Talk to Spoon because Spoon fool the people the book of Braga. Yes, you told them how you told people that have been having.
So carry this in front.
Now you're in the school right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen to.
Thank you very much, my brother. Why
I want you to listen to this little girl. Listen to this little girl story. This small girl story is the story of almost 80% of school-going kids. This girl, look, when you listen to what this girl is saying, it's so deep to the extent that it breaks your heart. God bless me with 5 girls. I have so girls. Coming up, I always used to pray, God give me girls. And he has been so merciful to me to give me girls. When I see my girls, I see my mother in them because I used to really, really, really love my mother. In fact, I love my mother. Not even used to, even though she's not alive, but I still love her. So what is keeping her presence around me is my girls. When I see them, I'm so excited. I see my mother through them. Listening to this lay girl story. Listen to this lay girl story. This girl was able to sum up the economy. This girl was able to explain to the world what is happening in Liberia. She was able to explain how the economy is completely damaged. Don't believe what I'm saying. Let's play this.
My name is Weah.
Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are don't.
You see, the girl is saying the country is not just hard for we, the children, for us and for our parents. She was speaking for thousands of kids. The country is so hard for us. The country hard to the extent that you see children are now becoming the breadwinners of the home. I don't want you to believe. Before we continue this, I will show you a video of children doing work that should be done by full-grown adults. I don't want you to believe it. These are work that children don't do. It's done by adults. I will play you a video. Let me listen to this girl again. Let me carry this back. You will listen.
They got no experience. That's so nothing for the first experience. Okay, thank you very much, my brother. Why
My name is Weah.
Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents.
The country is so hard for us and our parents. Let's show you a video of what this guy is saying. Let's play you another video. When the guy said the country is hard for we and our parents, it means the children self, they are feeling the weight. Don't believe what I'm saying. Let me play you this video. You see that? These are kids. Look at these kids. Look at them. So when that lady told us that the country is hard for we and our parents, look at what this look at these children. You see that? Look at these children. Look at these kids. They are busting rack with no safety equipment, nothing at the car. The other girl, her father was sacked from the EPS. Look. When that lady said the country is so hard for we and our parents, this is what the lady was talking about. This is it. Look here. You see that? If these children continue this for maybe the next 10 years, we're talking about blindness, they don't get anything to protect their eyes. You're knocking these racks. In Liberia, we call it iron rack. Some of the particles will go in your eyes. It will affect their eyes. These are potentially visually impaired children you're looking at. So, you know, it's sad to say, but that's the reality. There is no way I can put it. Because the condition under which these children are working, look at the kind of work that these children doing. Look at it, man. So when the lady said the country is so hard for we and our parents, this is what the lady was talking about. Thank God we get this video and we'll show it to you. Look here. Look here. Look there. Look there. See that? Let's bring this lady
Don't
back.
going to school or straight
Yeah.
but this time.
So this girl, she was in, I think, Douala or Watersa. These other children, they're all the way there in Douazon. And they played with boss in Iraq. But this girl was able to explain what children around the world, in Liberia, across Liberia, are going through. Look, this girl, it was like she was speaking like an angel on behalf of these kids. I don't want you to believe a parent will tell us on this particular show how you can afford to send your children to school. But listen to this lady.
My mother said 20. My name is Weah.
Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school or straight but this time, my mother said 20 government to finish, it can be hard.
You see that? So she's talking about the economy in the simplest form. You know, let me respond to one of our brother, and I want to welcome you, my brother Charles Blammer. You are welcome. Charles say the same thing were done under your regime, and it's used to provide livelihood for their parents and not the government. So stop blah blah blah. My brother, it's like you are not listening. Joseph Numa Boyka just told us, and I will play the clip. Maybe you just coming, so you hear it. Stop comparing this regime to the past regime. Because Joseph Numa Boyka said these children, they will not do it no more. That's what he said. I don't want you to believe me. I will play the video. Thank God the video stay here. Listen to Joseph
We
Numa
not
Boyka.
allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school.
You hear it? I will not go far off, but you hear it? So when you come here and say, oh, the same thing happening under President Weah, it happened under this, it happened under that. So you took over to do comparative analysis, or to can't compare government because President Weah do it, so let me do it too. This is why you people will continue to fail. These are some of the comments that I like. Thank God we're on Facebook. It will be kept here for a very long time. People will take screenshot of it and will remind you. This is why Joseph Numa Boyka will not come back. Because you have no better alternative. President Weah provide a tuition free. What have you provided? Nothing. But you come and say, oh, the same thing will happen. Listen to Joseph Numa Boyka. What he said, he was very specific. Listen to him.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school.
Yeah, that Joseph Numa Boyka read there for you. So when you come to tell us that this same thing they were done under the past regime and used to provide livelihood and for their parents and not the government, so we shouldn't blame the government. Let's just say Numa Boyka. He said when he become president and now he is the president, that these children will not have to do such a work. So what you want to tell us? Or you want to tell me Joseph Numa Boyka play more than he Joseph Numa Boyka? Eh? So you want to tell me now that you the one can interpret Joseph Numa Boyka plan more than he will get his own plan? You see, one of the reasons why they can be afraid of this show, they prefer to watch it after we should have conclude from here, is because when we come here with facts. We can't insult anybody. We can't hate. I hate nobody. Even Joseph Numa Boyka, I don't hate him. I'm from Grand Cape Mine, Lofa, born in Mosorado County. I do not hate him. Nobody I hate in my life. No. I've not come to the stage of hating people. I don't hate nobody. I can disagree with people on issue, but it doesn't mean that I hate you. No. So look at what we are playing. You see, you come here. These are some of the information that you're carrying out. You are misinformed, my brother Charles. And thank you for coming here that you're not listening. Thank you so much to my own lovely sister Cecilia for beating sense in this brother head. Sometimes let them come so they can learn. Because these are things that they don't know of. Or maybe they want to close their eyes on it. That's why you see I can keep these videos. So let's go back to this little girl.
Afford for me to send me to school. So
her mother cannot afford to send her to school. This is not only her story, the story of so many kids in Liberia.
for you comment to make everything soft for all for
You hear
us
me?
to afford to send her to school.
Because he said he will make it soft. Listen to
going
what
to
I'm
school?
saying.
No.
If I let
My
me carry
mother said 20 to finish, it can be hard. My mother not afford for me to for her to send me to school. So one for you comment to make everything soft for all for our mother to afford to send her to school.
You going?
It's like this lady is reminding Joseph Numa Boyka because he said he was going to make things soft. No, that's what he said. Let's play this clip here again.
We're not
Listen to Joseph
allowed
Numa
those young
Boyka.
ladies
Listen.
up going the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't.
Yeah. He will not allow these young ladies to go on the street to sell. He will provide dignified living. He will make things soft for them. So this lady girl was just reminding. You see why sometimes it's good you come on this platform so you can learn, because we can connect it. We can connect these things so that you can hear it for yourself. Beginning next week, even if we don't have the time, we'll start to play some of our old videos. We'll start to play it. Because this week I'm going to be very busy. I just received some kind of information. I'm going to be very busy. So some of these things I will replay them. You listening to Joseph Numa Boyka, listening to her. So what the lady asking for? It's not a crime. She is just reminding Boyka, but Boyka being the person who he is, he don't care.
Children tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We're not allowed those young ladies up going the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have.
Dignity on our people. In other words, we make things soft for them. But what is happening today? What are we faced with? Today, fellow Liberians, what are we faced with? Look at what is happening. Stealing has become the order of the day. Stealing has now become the order of the day. These people have no regard for how you call for life. Look at what happened of recent. Ministry of Youth and Sports. You have a deputy minister. Amen. Deputy minister are listening to the police affair so bad. Now we'll play you the clip from the police. This is one thing that I felt really, really bad about. Listen to the police. I was like, wow. Will a police give this kind of statement after a 14 years old child is raped? Raped a 14 years old child? Then the Liberian National Police talking that kind of thing? I'll play it for them. Liberian National Police talking that kind of thing? I was like, wow. For real? Is this happening? I was like, yeah. Listen to the police. Listen to the police. What they are saying here. It will shock you. Yeah, it will shock you. A deputy minister raped a 14 years old. Police, we can't even hear any good thing from them. You know, I'm looking for the video. Let me see it right here. Don't worry, we'll soon get it here. Okay. Okay, fine. That's good. Let me play it right here. Here it is. You're sorry, my people. Let me move all this thing.
To act in the best interest of
Okay.
justice and the protection of vulnerable persons.
Well, I tell you that Joseph Nyuma Boyka has come to destroy this country. Some of you say we lie. I want you to listen to. You got police now. They too. They get podcast. They get their own podcast now because it's not easy on them. Everybody running propaganda now for the government, so no problem. I want you to listen to what the police is about to say. This is completely disrespectful. This is disingenuous, and this is look. I listening to this thing. I feel so bad because I have children, all girls. Listening to what the police is telling you about this rape issue of a deputy minister.
Alleged rape, reported rape case of an assistant minister at the Youth and Sports, and we issue a statement from the Women and Children Protection section here at the headquarters of the Liberian National Police over the weekend, because it's been speculated that up till now the police has not said anything about this, but this is an ongoing investigation. We are not involved with politics. We gave you information as it unfolds. So that information.
You see, these are some of the nonsense that I don't, I myself, I'm a law enforcer. I'm a security personnel. So I have massive respect for anything and everything that has to do with security. Everything and anything that has to do with security. But I get angry when I see people trying to politicize and being very unprofessional. It really hurts me. The police has always been politicized. But let's listen to this.
That is about to be played was done on Friday. So you should keep
keep following us, keep following our page or whatever, so that we can bring you the latest update. But until now, we want to play you that repeat to keep you abreast of that alleged repeat.
Listen.
Please keep watching.
Liberia National Police too, they get their own Facebook page, they get their own talk show. Listen
Good
here.
evening, Liberia. I'm Assistant Commissioner of Police, Susie T. Tele, Head of the Women and Children Protection Section of the Liberia National Police. I bring you this statement in response to a matter that has generated significant public attention and concern. On August 30th, 2025, the Liberia National Police received a formal complaint alleging the sexual abuse of a 14-year-old minor. The accused in this
August 30th, and yeah, that August 30th, they received this complaint. I want you to take into consideration these dates, right? August 30th.
This case is Mr. J. Bryant McGill.
I'm sorry. I want us to take down these dates. It's very important. August 30th, police receive the report or the complaint.
Liberia. I'm Assistant Commissioner of Police, Susie T. Tele, Head of the Women and Children Protection Section of the Liberia National Police. I bring you this statement in response to a matter that has generated significant public attention and concern. On August
Generated significant public concern and attention. I want you to listen. There are some words that I'm going to explain later, but I just want you to mark it down. August 30th, the case was reported. According to her, this case has generated massive public attention. Everybody talking about it in other words. Let's go ahead.
30th, 2025, the Liberia National Police received a formal complaint alleging the sexual abuse of a 14-year-old minor. The accused in this case is Mr. J. Bryant McGill, Deputy Minister for Youth Development at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Given the sensitive nature of this allegation and the involvement of a public official, we fully recognize the gravity of the situation and the public's call for transparency.
I want you to listen to what she said. Given the nature of this case and the personality involved, not the girl, but the personality involved. There are certain words. Look, something I want us to catch here on this. Given this particular case, the personality involved. Let's follow.
Let it be clear. Good evening, Liberia. I'm Assistant Commissioner of Police, Susie T. Tele, Head of the Women and Children Protection Section of the Liberia National Police. I bring you this statement in response to a matter that has generated significant public attention and concern. On August 30th, 2025, the Liberia National Police received a formal complaint alleging the sexual abuse of a 14-year-old minor. The accused in this case is Mr. J. Bryant McGill, Deputy Minister for Youth Development at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Given the sensitive nature of this allegation and the involvement of a public official, we fully recognize the gravity of the situation and the public's call for transparency. Let it be clear, an investigation is actively ongoing.
You see, listening to this thing really pissing me off right now. Hey, you understand? It's really, really pissing me off right now. I'm telling you something serious. It's really pissing me off right now. This is to tell you that, look, these people are useless. Look, let me tell you something here. I recognize the fact that there are competent and qualified police officers in the service. I am not going to take that away from them. But it's unfortunate. The man who is leading, I'm talking the thing. You're sorry, my people. Let me get something here quick. Let me get water for me to drink because this is really pissing me off right now. I'll lie to you. So these people, they were never going to attach importance to this entire case. Anyway, let's listen here. Sorry.
Has been referred to the Women and Children Protection Section at the Liberia National Police Headquarters, and we are working in close coordination with the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, the Sex Crimes Unit at the Ministry of Justice, and relevant forensic and social service teams.
You know, when these idiot, these stupid people start investigating the case, that one I told you from the beginning, you marked the date down. It was on the 30th, right? According to them, they received an information or a formal complaint on the 30th. Look, there is nowhere in Liberia that when we want, when we want information, we can get it from on this platform. Nowhere. Because we get people all over. Those of you who follow the show, Kings FM, on Face the Issue with Abraham Godson Weah, that day, the day that we raised the issue was the day that the police decided to be serious on it. They were playing forward the case. When this case was reported on the 30th of August, they decided and say, because usually these cases, the police will say, oh man, you know what happened? It may involve a female. My man, you know what happened? You settle it some kind of way, you go to and go settle a family way. That's what they wanted to do. But the girl mother, and we must give it up to her mother. The girl mother said, no way. Can you imagine this man carried his case and reported the case on the 30th of August? The minister was still working. He was still going to work, still enjoying himself. Still enjoying himself. You know, when they send communication, you know, when he sent a communication and he want to go on leave, that on the 11th of this month. No, not even on the 11th. I think it was on the 12th or so of this month, September. So they went to you and laid this complaint. The police that is supposed to take immediate charge of this situation, they kept quiet on it. Only because you listen to what she's saying, because of the personality involved in the case. That's all. Because this man is one of those who spend hugely on Joseph Numa Boyka campaign. Mo Ali was practically living with this man, this J. Brian McGilga. He bankrolled the campaign of Joseph Numa Boyka. Gregor Como knows him very well. According to the information that we have gathered, this guy, he also having share in this, how you call the thing, sir, this Morovia transport something that Gregor Como is pushing. The transport management something that they're pushing. This guy is having a share in it. This guy is Gregor Como body. You know, they talk, I mean, I saw them, that Gregor Como man there. So you see, the nonsense that they are doing is trying to cover up. You know, those of us that get gas children, right? To admit, I'm just trying to hold myself, but I'm averse. Seriously, this is just been very disgraceful. Look at the Liberia National Police telling us that on the 30th of August, this case was reported. Rape that is a non-bailable offense, but right, this idiot supposed to be in the hands of the Liberia National Police. But you know what? And she said it, and we listened to her saying the men are big men because of the personality involved. And she said it, yeah. No, maybe you think I'm playing fun. Let me carry this back. Let me carry back some more so you can hear it. She said the personality
A
involved.
14-year-old minor. The accused in this case is Mr. J. Brian McGill, Deputy Minister for Youth Development at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Given the sensitive nature of this allegation and the involvement of a public official.
Yeah, look, you see, let me tell you something. You know my strength. You know most people's strength is when they're listening. When you're talking to somebody and they are not talking back at you. It is not that they've been disrespectful, but they just want to listen so they can process. When you listen to this particular press statement, look, you will cry for our country. Because one, they were very disrespectful to the girl. They show no empathy and no feeling for her. Even in this press statement, they even try to shield the minister. What? Because of the sensitive nature. They're looking at that girl. Forget about that girl. Be that girl. Leave that small girl. They're looking at her. They're looking at the minister because of the personality involved. So should you be looking at case because of personality involved, or should you be prosecuting case based on the crime that is committed? And since when we're talking, when you listen to these people, you get angry more and you want to slap somebody in their ear politically, not physically. Because this is stupidity. Look at a woman here, then people give you the kind of thing, you sitting down, you reading it because of the personality involved. So that when you taking your own time, so that when you allowing to go scot-free, but listening to this, it will shock you, my people. Let's listen.
Commissioner of Police Susie T. Tele, head of the Women and Children Protection Section of the Liberia National Police. I bring you this statement in response to a matter that has generated significant public attention and concern. On August 30th, 2025, the Liberia National Police received a formal complaint alleging the sexual abuse of a 14-year-old minor. The accused in this case is Mr. J. Bryant McGill, Deputy Minister for Youth Development at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. Given the sensitive nature of this allegation and the involvement of a public official, we fully recognize the gravity of the situation and the public's call for transparency. Let it be clear, an investigation is actively ongoing. The case has been referred to the Women and Children Protection Section at the Liberia National Police Headquarters.
When was it referred? That just when we talk about it on Kings FM, when it be raised on Kings FM, that was when they decided to talk. That was when they decided to come up. But even at that, the man is not even in police custody. The man is on leave, enjoying himself, passing around, listening to this.
And we are working in close coordination with the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, the Sex Crimes Unit at the Ministry of Justice, and relevant forensic and social service teams. To date, we have conducted interviews with key individuals, reviewed surveillance footage, and taken steps to ensure the safety and well-being of the victim. The suspect has availed himself for questioning.
You see that? So the thing, you see, this is what really pissed me off, when I was listening to this stupidity. I'm sorry, my people, for the too much French that I'm using. I will try to son it myself. This is what pissed me off. Should this man, he said, should this man, or should he be in the custody of the Liberia National Police? Should this man avail himself, or he should be in the police should arrest this idiot? And I'm sorry, my people, that is sometimes emotional, but this is it. Like I said, I'm a father of 5 girls. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 5. And I can do anything for them. Oh yeah. I will leave it as it is. It's a big platform, plenty of people listening. Some things that I want to say, I will just swallow it. It will go right in me. I will not put it by us. Sorry, I carried it back small.
Forensic and social service teams. To date, we have conducted interviews with key individuals, reviewed surveillance footage, and taken steps to ensure the safety and well-being of the victim. The suspect has availed himself for questioning, and additional investigative actions are currently underway.
You see that? The suspect have availed himself. They received the case on the 30th. He didn't go to them on the 30th. It was just day before yesterday when we raised this issue. Before he chose that he will come. That Gaye-Kamara man, you can't do anything. They case that a Buffy case. That for nothing thing. I'll lie to you. I will advise the father of this girl, and I will say on this platform openly. Anyway, let me leave it as it is. Something we can once say, we thank God. Some things we can once say on this platform. If it is not because of God, who we are, our character, our nature, the way we were brought up, and the people that are following us, and the person that we follow, His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Some of the things that we say here, it will not be easy, but we'll keep it as it is. On the 30th, they men were passing around, going to work. Nobody hammer him, he hammer nobody, they there. You almost get cheering. They get.
It is important to emphasize that rape is a high sensitive matter, and the Liberia National Police treats such cases with the highest degree of confidentiality. The protection, privacy, and well-being of the victim remain our top priority throughout the investigative process.
You see how people lie? If you claim that the priority, the objective is to protect the victim, when they carry the complaint to you on the 30th, you're supposed to ensure that that girl is in your custody. But they didn't do it. It was just a few, I think about 3 or 4 days ago, that they decided that they want to bring the girl in. And you see somebody who can be talking.
We are working closely with social workers and medical professionals to ensure that the victim receives the care and support she needs. The Liberia National Police wishes to assure the public that no one is above the law. We remain friendly.
See, this is the stupidity that, I don't know, after this particular thing, what are this woman here? Susie sit down, listening to it, and took her own time. Said nobody is above the law. If any other person in Liberia is accused of rape, they will not even ask question whether you are who you will immediately be arrested, taken to the police station, start to take statement from you, process you so that they can send you to court. But this man was still passing around. The case was reported on the 30th. Nobody hammering, the man going about his own business. To the extent that the Ministry of Youth and Sport also got a red letter and say, oh yeah, the man sent a letter, he said he want to go on leave. The man is on leave. But then this woman will sit on this platform to tell us that, people, let it making a go because I'm getting vexed.
Committed to impartiality, professionalism, and the pursuit of justice.
Let me carry the Beyonce more.
The protection, privacy, and well-being of the victim remain our top priority throughout the investigative process. We are working closely with social workers and medical professionals to ensure that the victim receives the care and support she needs.
You know what the people will do? You know what Gaye-Kamara will do? Like I said, this guy is very good body of Gaye-Kamara. These people will manipulate the process. They will end up telling us that this girl knew about life before even seeing this man, that in fact it was an allegation and it's not truth. These people that are looking, the Liberia National Police were looking at. These people that we're looking at. Where's Yombly Kanga Lawrence? Where all these women group that used to be around the place? Where are they?
Liberia National Police wishes to assure the public that no one is above the law. We remain firmly committed.
I cannot not say even 1 year, no one is above the law. If nobody is above the law, then the man will be left to roam about all over the place. Even as I speak to you now, he's not in police custody. The man will go to he and Greg will come and go enjoy that. Said then he leave from the place. How will you leave a fugitive or that something not even how you call a pedophile outside? This man has money. The man got connection. In Liberia, do you know what it means? The level of poverty can cause people of integrity sometimes to compromise that integrity. The man get money, he pack a deputy minister, I may get money. I mean, go to some kind of hospital and tell the people, say, you know what, yes, was he, and say, the Liberia down there. The Liberia, we know Liberia. And you see what we're talking about? And you can't sit down here, you can't tell, well, nobody is above the law. No, that idiot is above the law.
Impartiality, professionalism, and the pursuit of justice, regardless of status or affiliation. We respectfully ask the public to refrain from speculation and allow the investigative
Look at the
process
nonsense here.
to
What they want to talk.
proceed with integrity and care. We
Anyway,
understand the
I can't blame
emotional
you.
weight this case carries and are treating it with the seriousness it deserves.
No, you are not treating it with no damn seriousness. You people are not treating the case with seriousness. If you guys were treating this case with seriousness, when the complaint was laid from the initial, remember now, this particular rape case in Liberia is a non-bailable offense. When you are accused, it's almost like, for example, domestic violence in America. My brother, when a woman call, oh, hey, the man, the police not coming to come say, you know what happened? You gotta go, let go, sit down, we drink tea and ask you what happened. The first thing as soon as they come, yeah, oh man, domestic violence, the person lie on you, the woman, they will first, whether a lie or a truth, first thing handcuff will be on your hand, you will be gone first. That later on now, before you even talk it. That's how seriously they treat it. Domestic violence in the place. The girl reported the case on the 30th. And you can't sit down here, you say the man can come for us to take information for him.
Updates will be provided as appropriate, and we will continue to act in the best interest of justice and the protection of vulnerable persons. Thank you for your continued trust in the Liberia National Police.
This nonsense here. Look, my people, just reading it, it making me even angry and lie to you. Definitely, rising sun. But leaving this little girl Osa, and sorry, the guy Osa, that girl life is in danger. That girl life is in danger. That man got money. That man got influence. He close to the power that be. He can use his influence, his power to do anything. I agree with you, rising sun. Let me try to read some comments here and see. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. This thing is, yeah. Sure, I agree with you, rising sun. That girl life is in danger. Like he said. This is what rising sun is saying. By leaving the man Osa, that little girl life is in danger. You are right. Definitely in danger. Salimatu is referring to Charles Blammer. Say that what this Mr. Good English come for change, just so you know. Okay. Yeah, really, I need to really leave him, sister. Yeah, because when I'm talking about the issue of girls, it's so dear to me. I'm just imagining right now to a mate. I'm just imagining. That could be my daughter. I have a daughter of 14 years old. Just now, on the place here, she just called me just now. 14. 14 years old child. These are the kind of things that our people are faced with. But again, fellow Liberians, we have an announcement for you that we want to give out here very quickly. We have an announcement for you that we want to give out very, very quick. The Mighty Congress for Democratic Change in the USA, to be specific in the DMV area, which comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, they will be having a local convention on October the 25th, 2025. And they are inviting all sedition. If you are a Weah, you are invited. Sometimes this week, we are going to bring some of the people out here to speak to this convention. We are soliciting everybody input in this particular convention. It's going to be a very big convention. So all of you are asked to kindly keep tuned as we bring you more information about the DMV convention. Fellow Liberian, time have caught up with us, and these are some of the members of the convention committee. We have one professor, sorry, not this one. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let me bring you what I'm supposed to bring you here. Okay. Sorry, not this one. I gotta move this one from here. I gotta delete this one. Delete. Okay. So this is it. These are some of the members of the committee, the convention committee. We have Honorable Manneh George, who is the DMV chapter chairman, and we have Dr. Elizabeth Gaye-Kamara. Let me see if I can call one of these people so that we can speak to them while I get ready to retire from the flow, because time is of essence. I gotta. Okay, let's see if we can call here. Yeah, let's see if we can call here. So just bear with me. Let's see if we can call. Okay, so let's see if we can. I'm sorry. So there we have it here. The DMV will be having her convention, and all of you are invited. My people, this is how we come to the end of our today's presentation. But before that, let's play something here for you. Yeah. Let's play something here for you and see if we can get this done.
I think the money should be used.
And here we have on this committee also we have Dr. Elizabeth Gaye-Kamara, who is the Ethics and the Grievance Committee Chair. Let me move this from here. Let me move this. After elections, there are always going to be, maybe there will be people who will have issue. So Dr. Elizabeth Gaye-Kamara, she is the chair of the Ethics and Grievance Committee for this particular convention. So you see how well organized this convention is, where we have people in those different areas. And these are people that, have organized helleba big project or big program in the USA. So if you are in Washington, D.C., in Maryland, in Virginia, get ready for the DMV convention. Until then, my people, we gotta go. Yeah, sorry, my people. We gotta go. Time have caught up with us, and I want to say bye to all of you.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is the election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You will see a Liberia that will give you hope. You will see a Liberia where corruption will be a thing of the past.